got guys last year to the play-in game in the wild card game against the Oakland A's, and maybe they were alerting the world as they came back against the A's that they were for real, and well, they seem to prove it every night.
They do, and especially late in games. So far they've outscored teams 37-11 after the 6th inning. Right here, this is a difficult spot for DeGrom here in the 5th, falling behind.
Rios. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, I just wish other teams in baseball would take note as to how the Royals have gone about it. It is aggressive baseball. The way you're supposed to hit, you're taking it away from the pitcher. I'm not trying to drive up your pitch count. I'm going to knock you out of the game. So DeGrom's had to start every batter knowing they're going to jump on that hitter with a changeup. Ball 1. Now you're sitting 1-0. Or he might throw it for a strike, but you take it to him, not him taking it to you. And that's what we've watched with the Royals. That's the way the game was meant to be played. And I know we've got into this 100-pitch thing. We're going to drive it up. But not when guys are throwing 95 with nasty stuff. You find yourself 0-2 if you get a gift pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike on Rio. Struck out his first time. That's a base hit into left. And it's the bottom of the order with a walk and a single. Back to the top. Escobar coming up. So now as we welcome you inside our broadcast booth, Joe Buck, Harold Reynolds, Tom Verducci. Here are the Royals, and maybe fitting that it's the bottom 2 in the lineup that set the table for the top part. We've seen that this entire month of October.
Yeah, we've got a chance to see the Royals quite a bit, and Tom, you talked about it. You don't know where you're at in the lineup.
No.
Because they all can do so many different things.
Gordon, the big home run last night in the 9th inning, and Alex Rios, most of his career starts in the big leagues have been in the 3-hole. And here he is doing damage again in the number 9 spot.
Now it'll be interesting to see how they're going to try to defend this. Is he going to bunt? Is he going to swing? These are the other things that the Royals present for you. If you're Escobar, you try to bunt the ball to the third baseman and make David Wright, because now that takes away that force at third base. You make Wright field the ball, and he has to throw it across the diamond. If he's bunting at all. Hard throwers are hard to bunt on.
Especially up there.
you get a high fastball. They're basically saying, I want you to pop it up. It is hard to get on top of a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, you want to set that bat at the top of the zone and never bring it up. That was above the zone. And Ned Yost, by the way, we've talked about this, guys. He lets his players play. He says he's probably put on 4 bunts the entire year. He'll leave it up to the hitters.
That's why these guys love playing for him. You got Escobar, the MVP of the ALCS, who hit .478 up there, at least on the first pitch, trying to get a bunt down. And now again, and he's in the hole 0-2.
I know it's hard to get one down on a guy that throws hard, but I've never seen this bad of bunting ever. Ever in baseball. Just across the board. I know Escobar can handle the bat, but we see it every night. They got to move a runner. Not just the Royals, but across the board in the last series and all postseason.
2 on with nobody out, nothing in 2 the count. DeGrom. That's into center field, the base hit. Here comes the runner, Gordon. Throw home, cut off, tie game.
Well, a rare mistake by DeGrom. Went to an 0-2 slider and left it up over the middle. We've seen him elevate the fastball 0-2. Not there.
It's almost like a broken record, though, Joe. They don't strike out. They continue to just put pressure on you by putting the ball in play.
See the spin, and the slider just hangs over the plate. No tilt. Rare mistake, but a costly one.
Now the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Zobrist. Strike one. And just one more note about the aggressive nature of the Royals. When we talked to Noah Syndergaard, the Game 3 starter for the Mets, he said you can read all the scouting reports, but once you witness how aggressive this team is in person, they're different than any team the Mets have faced this year. He gets the ball in Game 3. That is a fair ball. Good play, Duda. Runners advance to second and third, only one out.
I like how Lucas Duda surrounded that ball and really kept it. If he dives and kicks it away from him, it goes down the corner. He really circled this to make sure his body was going to stay in front of this ball. Watch him circle it and come around and keep that thing in front of him. He doesn't have play anywhere else. But the nature in which he went around it, if he kicks that forward, it still keeps it in front of him and doesn't go down the line. It's a nice play.
Now it's second and third with one out, and the batter is Kane. And Jonathan Neese is up, the left-hander. And we just heard Terry Collins talk about for the Mets in their pen. Kane. Strike one.
Saw Terry Collins. He was motioning to Lucas Duda to bring him in a little more at first base. Right now, they're conceding a run.
Yeah, what that tells me is they think they're going to get to Johnny Cueto. You don't just give up runs if you think the other guy on the other side is going to shut you down.
Strike two. We talk about strikeouts. That was certainly the case with the Mets starters the first 2 rounds of the postseason. Coming into tonight, 71 strikeouts in 60 1/3 innings. But last night, Matt Harvey, their number 1 starter, only 2 strikeouts. Just 2 tonight for Jacob deGrom.
And this is the ultimate spot where you need a strikeout. A strikeout pitcher against a team that puts the ball in play, where an out will score a run.
That will get out of play.
Say 0-2, he hasn't wasted a pitch though. You saw the hit to Escobar on 0-2. He's around the plate with Kane. So as a hitter, you got a pitcher who's aggressive in the strike zone, and you got a bunch of hitters that are aggressive. He's going to put the ball in play. You may want to waste one. See if he'll chase something, and then it sets up another pitch to get him out.
Ball one. That's back toward the dugout. And out of play.
We'll have to try another pitch. 4 years running, the Royals, the toughest team to strike out in the major leagues.
deGrom during the regular season struck out 205 in 191 innings pitched. Coming to get it, Lagares. Tagging is the runner at third, and now Rios stays put, and that was a good hold. 2 out. He came down and stopped, and a good throw from Lagares to the plate.
And the reason he gets something on it is this is such a line drive, and he's coming full speed, all momentum coming forward. So it allows him to actually get a running start on a throw. You know, we get those big numbers from the outfielders on StatCast. Oh, he threw that 90 miles an hour. Oh, he threw it 95. Well, when you get a running start, that's what happens. You get everything behind it coming full speed through.
Well, now with first base open, another meeting on the mound, because the guy that'll be digging in is Eric Hosmer, who has been on fire with men on base in this postseason. 9 for 26. He's hit .346, 13 RBIs, and among active players, the most RBIs per at bat in the big leagues. The Royals record 25 so far.
It's another multiple choice question. Last inning, he took a pass on Moustakas to pitch to Perez. Now you have a choice, Hosmer or Morales.
Coming into tonight, DeGrom had thrown 20 innings this postseason and struck out 27. There's the 0-1. That's up the middle. Base hit. Rio scores. Here comes Escobar. It's 3-1.
Well, these guys put on a clinic. They are special. But what concerns me, and probably Terry Collins, is it's not the stuff that he has. They're not swinging and missing. You can't get strikeouts if they don't swing and miss. The at-bat by Kane, he fouled off everything. Right here, a ball in the middle. Hosmer does not miss. They just keep coming at you. Put so much pressure on the pitcher to make perfect pitches.
Strike one on Morales.
Both strikeouts by DeGrom have been called. The difficulty of getting, well, you just said, you got one there, swings and misses, but also keep in mind how short the Royals stay to the baseball. They do it with walks and singles.
The 0-1. And it's a base hit into right. Hosmer will go to third. Throw by Granderson. Too late. Relentless.
Most teams and most base runners with 2 outs are going to stop at second base on this ball. Okay, I'm good. We're first and second. You're in scoring position. Hosmer looked over his right shoulder, didn't look at the coach over his left shoulder, and just said, forget it. Watch him running. He makes the decision on his own. And it doesn't need the third base coach. He's all on his own. And just said, I am going. I'm going to put pressure on him. You got to make a perfect throw to get me.
Now it's Moustakas.
Yeah, and great scouting as well. Knowing you just keep running on Curtis Granderson, really doesn't have much arm strength in right field.
Will it stay a 2-run lead, or will it be bigger? This inning started with a leadoff walk to Alex Gordon. 4 hits in the inning, including back-to-back hits with 2 out. Ball 1.
You know, I get a chance to be around a lot of pitchers. Dan Plesac, Al Leiter, John Smoltz. And one of the things Smoltz talks about, it's not pitch count, it's stress pitches. How many stress pitches do you throw? And you can almost say every pitch he's thrown tonight, all 84 of them, have been under duress.